So today I'm taking a look at this RGB accessory from Formulamod. What this is basically is just simply a motherboard tray. Basically it sits down over the top of your standoffs, mount your motherboard on top of it. It's got a strip of RGB LEDs on the outer edge of that, and you got a single 3-pin 5-volt ARGB connection, so you can connect it up to the controller of your choice, and that gives you RGB under your motherboard. So I had never seen one of these before until I was cruising Amazon looking for some other stuff. Thought that might be cool to take a look at. We'll see if it's any good or not. All right, so let's go ahead and open it up and take a quick look at it. There's really nothing to it. There's no instructions, there's no anything, just the single piece with the single cable, and that is it. You almost really don't need anything else. Pretty self-explanatory. So basically you just put that down in your case over the standoffs, mount your motherboard on it, and you get RGB lighting underneath it. So I'm going to install this in a build I'm doing today. We will take a look at it, see if it's any good, see what it looks like, and I'll come back and give you my opinions on it. All right, so I've had a bit of an opportunity to play with the RGB motherboard tray from Formulamod. A couple of things about this. First and foremost, it's got lots of RGB LEDs in it, I think 66 to be exact, and they do look good. They work just fine. The 3-pin ARGB connector allows you to connect it up to your favorite controller and get whatever lighting effects you might want to get out of it. So from that standpoint, it does work. It looks good. You know, there's lots of LEDs in it. So the negatives that I've had about it is, the big one, first and foremost, is I can't use it with this particular motherboard. This is an ASRock Steel Legend. So the I/O panel is kind of bolted to the bottom of the motherboard, and there's a couple of standoffs that hold that component together. And so with the I/O shield in place, it won't fit at all. It just won't sit flush down on this RGB tray. And even if I remove that, which I'll show that here, even if I remove that, the little standoffs on the motherboard prevent that from laying down flat. So right off the bat, I just can't use it with this motherboard, not without some serious modification, which I'm not going to do. And so the second problem that I had is it is not drilled for all of the standoffs for this ATX motherboard. So there's kind of the second little hole right here on the one side under kind of where the second PCI Express video card would sit, and it's just not drilled for that. It's not a huge deal in most cases. You can just remove that standoff and you're going to be okay. But that's just something to point out, that it is not drilled for that. So I'll give you some examples of what this does look like, and what I had to do to get it in there was just, for safety's sake, I removed all the standoffs out of the case and just laid this all kind of down flat in there as best I could. And it's not bolted down, so I really can't lift the case up or anything, but that's all right. So I'll give you kind of an idea of what that looks like. So on the upside of this is it does actually look pretty cool. I think this is a really neat idea, and it does have a pretty good effect. It's not the great, the brightest RGB lights in the world, but you can see from the video, you definitely do get an effect there, and it does look pretty cool. So anyways, be very aware if you're going to purchase this, that if your motherboard really has anything protruding from the bottom around the outer edge, around those mount points, it's going to be a problem. It really needs to lay down flat. So that said, just be aware that that second hole under your second PCI Express card is not present, so you'll have to remove that standoff. And I think if you drilled through it right there to even make that, you would just drill through the lighting. So I don't think that's going to be an option. Anyways, would I recommend this? Yeah, if you're looking for something really cool and your motherboard doesn't have any of these issues like this one does, then yeah, for 10, 12 bucks, whatever it costs, it wasn't very much, go for it. It looks good. And it would fit down there under the right motherboard. So anyways, that's going to do it for today. If you have any questions about this particular product, please let me know. Again, I'll put some affiliate links in the description below. You can check this out. And that is going to do it for today. Thanks. Bye.